which cost? Oil, fuel costs, food costs?
Household cost.
Sorry?
The cost that households have to cover every month. Middle-class working people.
Again, I disagree with the characterization.
So the answer is
that.
no, the bill doesn't deal with that.
Well,
Can you
that's your
name
answer.
one rural community whose hospital will be strengthened by this one big, beautiful bill? Just one, yes or no?
Again, I'm not HHS, but I will be happy to get to you on that.
Hey everyone, welcome back to True Voice. I'm Andrew, and if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a real, honest breakdown of what's happening in Washington. We're reacting to a heated exchange from a congressional hearing. And let me tell you, this one had me fired up. Let's watch.
Thank you, Chairman Smith, and to the ranking member. Mr. Secretary, good afternoon. Does taking health care away from 16 million Americans lower prices for working families, yes or no?
I'm not sure what that question means.
The bill, the big, beautiful bill that was passed by this committee and the majority of the Republicans in the House would eliminate health care for 16 million Americans. I'm asking, does that lower the cost for working families, yes or no?
Again, which cost? Oil, fuel costs, food costs?
Household cost.
Sorry?
The cost that households have to cover every month. Middle-class working people.
Again, I disagree with the characterization.
So the answer is
that.
no, the bill doesn't deal with that.
Well,
Can you
that's your
name
answer.
one rural community whose hospital will be strengthened by this one big, beautiful bill? Just one, yes or no?
Again, I'm not HHS, but I will be happy to get to you on that.
I would appreciate that answer. 16 million people stand to lose health care. That's thousands of hospitals that will be affected. We're talking about jobs and families that will be impacted. Worse, we're dealing with these tariffs, which are taxes that Americans pay, which are raising the cost on medical equipment, putting further strain on rural hospitals in my district, but yet the billionaires under this plan will still get their tax break. Mr. Secretary, under the bill, who gets the most benefits? A billionaire with a complex tax return or a working parent with one W-2?
Under President Trump's first term, a greater...
Not the first term.
Well,
I'm asking under this bill.
Including this bill, in terms of percent, as opposed to absolute numbers, in terms of percent, working families will have a greater...
Well, in fact,
increase.
Mr. Secretary, every credible outside estimator says that the wealthiest win under this proposal and working people and the poor lose. They pay more. Working people pay more. That's the story of this big, beautiful bill. Help the ultra-rich and leave everyone else paying the price. Are you yourself a beneficiary of any provision in this bill? Will you personally receive a tax cut under the provisions of under this bill?
Two things, Congressman.
Yes or no? It's a
we
simple...
had a referendum on November 5th, and
Mr.
working
Secretary,
Americans
yes or
voted
no?
for President
Reclaiming
Trump.
my time.
And
Reclaiming my time, Mr. Chairman.
And two,
Mr. Chairman, I'm reclaiming my time.
And two...
So, Mr. Secretary, it's
I-
my time, Mr. Secretary. I'm asking you a yes or no
and
question.
I'm trying to answer you, and...
It's a yes or no question.
Saying it louder does not elicit an answer.
Well, not answering the question at all proves that you're evasive. Are you the head, the person that's the head of overseeing the implementation of our tax code, a beneficiary under the provisions of, any provisions of this bill?
Again, this is an extension of an existing bill.
So are you a beneficiary?
This is an extension.
Okay, I will take that as a no. Mr. Secretary,
question.
did the TCJA help increase the supply of housing? Yes or no?
Sorry?
Did the TCJA help increase the supply of housing? Yes or no?
I don't know. And
According to the Federal Reserve of Philadelphia, comparing the pre- and post-TCJA housing market, they found that between January of 2015 to October of 2019, housing construction, in fact, slowed under TCJA. So, Mr. Secretary, do tariffs on steel, aluminum, and lumber raise the cost of construction? Yes or no?
Again, on the housing point, the interest rates went up because the economy was stronger.
And under this proposal,
inflation was nascent.
and under a budget report that just came out from the Yale Budget Lab, they just released data showing that because of the debt that is going to be added by this big ugly bill, mortgage rates will increase. Are you aware of that?
I'm aware that
This bill is a
I'm aware that the
disaster
Inflation
for the
Reduction
people
Act,
of Nevada
which I guess you
who are
voted for.
struggling with the cost of rent and the ability to afford housing. These are the pressing issues that my constituents are concerned about, and I hope that this administration understands the impact of the negative consequences of their proposal.
This administration very
I
much understands
yield back.
the impacts on working Americans, and that's why working Americans voted for President Trump.
You just heard a congressman ask a simple, direct question. Does taking health care away from 16 million Americans lower costs for working families? And what does the secretary do? He dodges. He stalls. He can't give a straight answer. Let me be really clear. As a Democrat and as a patriot, I believe access to health care is a basic right, not a luxury. If your plan takes health care from millions, it's not reform, it's cruelty. And this part really hit me. When asked to name just one rural hospital that would benefit from the bill, silence. Crickets. These hospitals are lifelines in small communities, and Republicans are more focused on protecting billionaires than preserving access to emergency rooms and doctors for everyday people. This is where the truth comes out. Every independent analysis shows it. The wealthiest Americans get the biggest tax breaks, while working people actually end up paying more. The congressman was absolutely right. This bill is another handout to the ultra-rich, paid for by the rest of us. I'm sorry, but if you're a public servant and you can't say whether or not you personally benefit from legislation you're pushing, that's not just evasive, that's unethical. Period. They keep saying these tax cuts will magically boost the economy, but the data says otherwise. Housing construction slowed after the 2017 tax cuts. Tariffs on steel and lumber are making homes more expensive. And now they want to add even more to the debt, which is going to drive up mortgage rates. This hurts first-time buyers. It hurts renters. It hurts everyday Americans trying to build a stable life. This hearing wasn't just frustrating, it was revealing. It showed that this so-called big, beautiful bill is nothing more than another attempt to rob working people to benefit the ultra-wealthy. Democrats are fighting for affordable health care, for fair taxes, for rural communities, for you. If you believe in truth, if you believe in fairness, if you believe we all deserve a shot, then hit that subscribe button and join us here at True Voice. I'm Andrew. Stay strong, stay informed, and as always, speak your truth.